What's good, everyone? We're back with another video here today. In today's video, we're just going to react to a couple of videos here today. I keep forgetting that, bro. I keep messing up with these camera angles, man. But yeah, we're just gonna go through a couple of videos I'm gonna react to today. A lot of interesting videos. As I said before, like I'm not a perfect web developer. I'm still learning. I'm still getting better every single day. But I'm just carrying you all along with my journey of being a web developer because that's my goal, right? Is to I would consider that to be my uniqueness in this you know whole whole chaos of influences that go around in today's society. Even though I don't try to be an influencer, bro, I don't really care for fame. I just want to get my message across and ensure that everyone can learn and become better. So yeah, we're just gonna go through a couple of these videos here today. I may do some other things, I'm not sure. We'll see how time runs. But yeah, just have a good. I mean, y'all can well, oh wait, y'all can see because I'm on the wrong screen. But when I switch the screen, you'll see what we have to go through. Let me see something real quick. Okay, all right. So yeah, make sure you like the video, share, subscribe, and what else? Check out the latest videos that I post. Road to 10 subscribers on all platforms. I'm on 7 on YouTube, 2 on Rumble, 4 on Kick, and 3 on Twitch. So yeah, man, let's get to 10. Then next goal would be 100, and we gradually improve from there. So let's switch the screen real quick. Bro, I keep paying it to the wrong screen. That is completely my bad. One thing I wanted to do though, because I realized that my audio was very low the last time. Actually improved from there. So okay, nah, it sounds good. It's the last time it was cutting off a bit. I realized that a bit afterwards. But okay, let's get into this first video here about NestJS explained in 2 minutes. So let's react to this video right here.
NestJS, a progressive Node.js framework for building server-side applications, was first released in 2017 by Kamil Myslivets.
Kamil Myslivik.
NestJS has become one of the most structured and developer-friendly frameworks in the Node.
Okay, I guess he did that to like be funny, basically. Yeah, but yeah, that's how I'm pretty sure that's like what maybe I know. Let me not see it because next time I mess up his name. So let me be quiet.
2017 by Kamil Myslivets.
Kamil Myslivik.
NestJS has become one of the most structured and developer-friendly frameworks in the Node ecosystem. We use it to build applications that are modular, maintainable, and scalable, even as projects grow in complexity. The beauty of NestJS is that it brings structure to Node.js development without adding unnecessary bloat. It's TypeScript first, so type safety is baked in, and it enforces a modular architecture with controllers, services, and modules. It's so organized a beginner could follow it. Controllers handle incoming requests and orchestrate responses, while services contain the actual business logic. If you want to pass data into your endpoints, you simply use data transfer objects or request parameters, which NestJS validates automatically if you configure it properly. When your application
Okay. You know what? I may use Next.js, I guess, for my next application then, because I think I only, well, not think, I only use Node, and I think I use Node and Express. So, if this can somewhat help improve the way how I build my backend for my applications, I think this should be a very good framework that I can use for my project. So because he's basically saying that as long as the logic and everything is completed properly, as long as everything aligns properly, you basically will get a good result or a good structure from Next.js. So that's pretty interesting.
follow it. Controllers handle.
Oh, and he says it's very beginner friendly, which is another very key and important aspect of that framework. So
incoming requests and orchestrate responses, while services contain the actual business logic. If you want to pass data into your endpoints, you simply use data transfer objects or request parameters, which NestJS validates automatically if you configure it properly. When your application grows, you can easily split functionality into separate modules, making it easier to maintain and debug. NestJS also supports a variety of built-in features like GraphQL, WebSockets, microservices, and dependency injection, so you don't need to assemble a dozen libraries just to get a fully functional backend. The main reason you
I think so. Basically, if I'm not mistaken, what he's basically trying to say there is that you don't need to create like, so like you know how Node has all those different libraries. I'm guessing what he's trying to say is that you don't need to create all those different like models and I'm guessing maybe controllers as well. You don't really have to create all those files. Like I'm guessing you could just create like one file and it basically handles everything. But we'll see what he means from there.
built-in features like GraphQL, WebSockets, microservices, and dependency injection, so you don't need to assemble a dozen libraries just to get a fully functional backend. The main reason you might want to use NestJS isn't just the framework itself, but the ecosystem and best practices it encourages. It works seamlessly with Express or Fastify, gives you decorators and middleware to
What the
handle
hell was that?
cross-cutting concerns, and scales naturally as your codebase grows. Developers love it because it feels familiar to Spring Boot users. To install NestJS, we first need to install
Yeah, and Spring Boot. I was talking about Spring Boot as well too, which is another application. Well, sorry, another framework that I will look to use in my other applications now because I think that I don't. If I'm being very honest, I don't think I only use like Node. I don't think I use any of those different frameworks. So who knows? Maybe by me like implementing those other frameworks that it can help with my project to be more scalable, be easier for anyone to use it. So yeah, I still have to get into Spring Boot. So if you say not, Spring Boot is basically as easy as NestJS, or NestJS is simple as um as Spring Boot, I think that's a big W, to be honest.
and middleware to handle cross-cutting concerns, and scales naturally as your codebase grows. Developers love it because it feels familiar to Spring Boot users. To install NestJS, we first need to install NestCLI, which is basically the command line tool that will serve as the boilerplate generator for your project, and we can do that by running npm install-g at NestJS CLI. Then we create a NestJS folder, and to create the project itself, we simply need to run nest new first project, choose our package manager. I'm going to choose npm here, and voila. We all the boilerplate code for a NestJS project generated, structured in an easy-to-understand fashion, and ready to go. It's super minimal, main boots the app. App module wires things together, the controller handles requests, the service holds the logic, and from there, you just keep adding modules, controllers, and providers as your app grows. This has been
So yeah, I was correct. So yeah, it looks like you don't have to create like multiple different controllers. So you can just use with Next.js, create all your controllers, all your modules, all your services and stuff like that in that one file. So that is a yeah, I may use Next.js in my next project for sure, because this is I like this a lot because it is a lot to like manage a bunch of different a bunch of different files. But even though, because you see, there's obviously benefits and there's obviously negatives when it comes to things like this, because if you're having, because you may need a bunch of controllers depending on how large your website may be, right? So your code or your file could become a bit overwhelming with a bunch of code, right? So some people may argue, well, then that's why you have different files and you put the controllers, or you put the codes in those different files, right, in the different folders, and your code is spread apart from there, which makes it easier to read. But it's like and then another issue that you run into is that, well, now you have a bunch of files, right? A bunch of files in your VX, in your was in your IDE, right? So it's like, do you want like choose your poison, which one you want? Do you want a bunch of files, or do you want a bunch of codes in one file? So this was a very good video. I won't lie, and I'm most definitely going to use Next.js in my in other projects for sure. What is here? Let's move on
Remember
to the
when
next
everyone
one.
said
So let's move on to devs are more broke than ever. So let's react to this video, see what he's talking about with this video here.
Remember when everyone said tech was the golden ticket? High salaries, financial freedom, buy a house at 25? We all believed it. Six-figure starting salaries, stock options, the works. But here's what nobody mentioned. We're broker than college students surviving on ramen. Tech salaries are actually dropping for the first time in decades. Front-end developers are making less than 2 years ago.
Wow, that's crazy. Because that is sorry, keep for seeing I need to get rid of seeing that's annoying. And then I said it like, bro. Sorry. What I was going to say is that a lot of people say that it doesn't make sense to do like IT degrees and stuff anymore because AI is going to take it over, right? And for me personally, well, you'll see how I build my project, right? I mean, bro, I won't see AI taking over anytime soon, right? But I would like to say that if you're not using it, I mean, it's like, brother, what are you doing, right? Because I mean, it's here to stay, and obviously it makes your productivity faster, right? So for damn, I'm saying man. So for front end developers to be getting paid less, if I'm going to be very honest, it may be due because of AI, because AI can't do front end development now because it's front end development, it's just dealing with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Like they're releasing much to like to do with front end, you know. So yeah, I can see why maybe it could have dropped because of that reason, but let's see, man. But to go back on my point about like degrees and stuff like that, because I'm always in my degree as well, and if I'm being honest, like even today, because I had class today, right, and like the lecturer was giving me like a lecture on like employability and stuff like that. We had to do a module on employability and stuff, and I'm looking at this, I'm like, I don't like this that module is so useless because I can literally just use AI to help me build out a whole portfolio and everything for me, you know. So it's very interesting times ahead. Let me put it like that.
We're broker than college students surviving on ramen. Tech salaries are actually dropping for the first time in decades.
Yep.
Front-end developers are making less than 2 years ago. Meanwhile, your San Francisco studio costs more than most people's entire salary. You need almost $500,000 just to buy a median house here. For a place with
Yeah, that's crazy, man. 500K for houses, yo, that is wild, son. I'm not paying that, bro. Bro, I rather move to the Bay, man. Real talk.
their salary.
A baby
You
comes to
need
the
almost
Bay.
$500,000 just to buy a median house here. For a place with vintage charm, meaning the toilet doesn't work, but it gets more brutal. While everyone posts LinkedIn humble brags about life-changing offers, most of us got tiny raises that don't cover inflation. Congratulations, you got a pay cut with extra steps, your salary went up, but purchasing power dropped faster than your GitHub streak.
Yeah, man. That is a big issue I've also noticed, as well as that people's salaries don't increase, but the prices of other products increase or services increase. It's like, bro, like is it not like what is the logical sense of something, of a product or a service price increasing while your salary stays the same? It's like that is why to me. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's why they say that you shouldn't really be relying on having one job. You should have multiple sources of incomes coming in, right? So I'm on the side of, I do agree that you should have multiple sources of income, but I do understand some people, they may not be able to do or like or have multiple jobs, right? Because maybe family or children or whatever, right? So To me, I think if products and services increase, I believe that your salary should increase as well, because it's just unfair to to the human. But if I really want to dive deep in it, I mean, this is why the government doesn't really care about poor people, man. It's about the oligarchs, the top 10%, top 5%, bro. So I mean, to keep it short, and what I'm basically trying to say is that be a top guy, man. Like that's the only way, man.
With extra steps, your salary went up, but purchasing power dropped faster than your GitHub streak. But here's the psychological torture. You're constantly surrounded by seemingly richer people.
Yeah,
Your friend joined the right startup.
bro. I promise I didn't watch this video before, man. I promise I didn't watch this video before. I promise, man. Like that's what it is, man. Like, bro, the rich get richer while the poor get poor, man. And look, I'm trying to be in that richer class, bro.
You're
Yeah, man.
constantly surrounded by seemingly richer people.
Because there is no middle class anymore, man. It's either rich or poor, bro. Real talk, man.
Here's the psychological torture. You're constantly surrounded by seemingly richer people.
Yep.
Your friend joined the right startup and bought a Tesla. Your neighbor's equity vested perfectly. Meanwhile, you're calculating groceries versus gas while making 6 figures. Rich on paper, broke in your bank account. But the cruelest part? Everyone expects gratitude. You work in tech, you're so lucky. Yeah, lucky to spend most of my salary on a shared bedroom with 5 roommates who also work in tech and are equally broke. The truth? We're the first developer generation financially worse off than before. Making great money while living paycheck to paycheck because nobody warned us tech salaries come with tech city prices. But here's what you can do. Stop playing the location lottery. Use remote work to live where your salary makes you actually wealthy. Get aggressive with negotiations. Companies lowball because most devs won't push back. Stop comparing your reality to LinkedIn flex posts. The game is rigged, but you don't have to keep playing by broken rules. And hey, if you enjoyed this content,
So yeah, basically to like summarize what he's saying at the end of that video is basically to value yourself, man. Because my uncle, and I keep saying bro, damn it, man. I'll fix that. But and I say it again too. But my uncle yesterday, right? Bro, I don't know, bro. Like, bro, someone need to like check me right now, man, bro. I keep saying man, and it's annoying. I was gonna say it again, but hold on 1 second. I'm getting there. Hold on. I'm messing up right now, but that's okay. We do it live. What I was gonna say is that my uncle. So you know, I went on a hike yesterday. If you all see my Instagram, right, on TikTok, and me and my uncle was having a conversation about like AI and the resolution and everything about it, right? And the way how we came to that conversation, because I'm working on something for him right now, something that I think is very good. But to like go back on what we were talking about is that, or to like summarize the conversation is that, AI is here and it's here to stay, right? So it's like information now you can just get it at the tip of your fingertips, right? If you don't know something in 2025, like, bro, you can just chat GPT, man. It's literally not that hard, bro. Like, come on, you use some basic common sense. And if you don't have the common sense to use chat GPT to like get a straightforward answer instead of like going on Google and search up these different articles, like, come on, bro. Like, time. What a lot of people have to realize is that time is very valuable now. It's not about money anymore. It's about time and what you can get get complete in a very short time, right? Because hence that is why I created that schedule video that I did, and I should be coming out soon. And I'm sure what happened, but if you're on Twitch, you'll see it. So it's like that's why I created a schedule, because I want to do things within a certain time frame, right? Because I need to get things done in at this certain time of period every single day, right? And to kind of summarize what I'm saying, because I know I'm kind of yapping, is that you have to be smart on every decision that you do, because clearly job security isn't something that is well, secure anymore, right? So you can't just be relying on this one paycheck and when once you get his degree and you sit there applying for the job, applying for the job, get rejected and stuff. It's like, man, bro, forget about that job, man. Like, bro, create your own skill. Like, try your best to be unique, and make money off from there, because it's like there's gonna be others. Because my mom doing a bachelor's degree as well, so there's other people that's coming in doing this degree. So it's like, how can I stand out from those other people? And that's what my uncle was basically telling me, is that how can you stand out amongst thousands of people applying for that one same job? So yeah, man, like there's so many things that comes when like you see your salary decrease, because it's like someone else is doing it for a cheaper price. AI comes in also, like AI can kind of make kind of like lower the processes that it takes to complete your job. So it's like there's other things you have to look into as well. It's not just about like our salary just goes down. So yeah, man, just like keep in mind those things. I know it's kind of rambling a bit, but trust me, it's good information to know, and I hope that what I said was very informative as well. So let me go into why most software engineers fail. Let's go into this one.
A few days ago, I had the misfortune of joining a secret cult of 100x programmers. A few days ago, I had the misfortune of joining a secret cult of 100x programmers and software engineers, also known as the programming subreddit, and surprisingly I learned a few things there. I used to think failing as a software engineer meant writing bad code or accidentally taking down prod with one wrong conditional statement, and I couldn't be more wrong. It turns out the fastest way to fail isn't about syntax or how fast you can wear out your gaming keyboard. It's about ignoring the things that actually keep your career alive. The first and easiest way to fail is refusing to learn. We all know that tech is brutal because it never stands still. Today it's Next and Kubernetes. Tomorrow it's Astro and Bun. The day after that it could be freaky JS and Soyjack code. If you decide you've learned enough and stop paying attention, you'll be stuck maintaining code bases nobody else wants to touch. It doesn't mean
Yeah. So basically, what you're trying to say, that you have to be up to date. You can't just rely on things that you know is that because everything is basically updating. Like you don't really tech, man. Every day there's a updating tech. Like Apple is bringing out something new, then Google is bringing out something new, then Amazon is bringing out something new. Google's bringing out something new. So it's like you always have to, it's like basically stay on top of everything that happens and occurs in the tech industry. So if you decide to like stay stuck on something, or stay true to your philosophy on this one thing, is like you basically fall apart. So it's basically like these, I guess, senior, and you can say engineers or developers, like if they're still stuck on their old ways of thinking, and it's like AI can basically do everything, to speed up the process of the job. Yeah, man. You cooked, man, because bro, trust me, I'm sure there's other senior devs out there that are using AI to also help them speed up their process. And as I said earlier before, it's all about time. So as whoever does the job quickly and it's the cheapest, it's like, it's a win-win, man. So
Bun. The day after that it could be freaky JS and Soyjack code. If you decide you've learned enough and stop paying attention, you'll be stuck maintaining code bases nobody else wants to touch. It doesn't mean you need to jump on every shiny new framework like it's a TikTok trend, but you need to understand the shifts that actually stick. Think about all the devs who ignored mobile until the iPhone took over. Entire careers became obsolete almost overnight. Staying relevant means updating your toolkit just enough to not fall behind. Then there's communication. You could be the smartest coder in the room, but if you can't explain what you're building, you're a liability.
yeah, yeah. And I think about it too as well, is that even that process is not hard to do, because all you can do is like tell ChatGPT as well, like, yo, give me like a a summary or a document that I can give to my employer, or to a client on the product that I'm trying to build. So it's like if you don't know how to explain, like even if you might explain it word for word, right? It's like you can literally just use ChatGPT to like give you a summary of what the product is. So it's like, as if, well, come on, man, like, bro, common sense, guys.
Staying relevant means updating your toolkit just enough to not fall behind. Then there's communication. You could be the smartest coder in the room, but if you can't explain what you're building, you're a liability. Skipping stand-ups, refusing to document, or hoarding knowledge like it's your secret weapon doesn't make you indispensable. It makes you the weakest link. And we all know that the only thing CEOs fear more than Mario is weak links. Every project...
Nah, I won't lie, bro. That is a diabolical video, man. I mean, picture, bro. That's diabolical, man. Come on, bro. I need to want to rewind that, man, bro. That's diabolical, bro. If you know, you know, man.
Is a web of dependencies, and when you fail to communicate, those dependencies snap. Imagine a back-end engineer who changes an API contract without telling the front-end team. Suddenly, half the product breaks, deadlines slip, and the team is stuck in a custody battle to figure out who gets to keep the blame. Another express
Yeah, man. Once you change those API routes, man, it's cooked.
lane to failure is building in a vacuum. Engineers love elegant code, but elegant code that solves the wrong problem is worthless. You can spend weeks optimizing an algorithm to shave off milliseconds, but if the user still can't find the checkout button, your work doesn't matter. The real skill isn't writing perfect code, it's writing code that solves real problems. That means thinking about users, scalability, and performance, not just impressing other developers on GitHub. And let's talk about burnout.
Yeah, so basically what you're trying to say, it's not all about design, man. Like a lot of developers focus on design and it's like, nah, bro, get the application perfect, get the core functionalities of the website down first before you look to move on into those other those other aspects of the website. Like make sure your functionality is done first. Once your functionality is done first and it's done perfectly, then you move on to those other
Scalability and
devices,
performance, not
you
just
know?
impressing other developers on GitHub. And let's talk about burnout, because it's one of the fastest and most common failure modes. Tech loves to glorify hustle culture, 16-hour
Shout out
days,
to you,
side
man.
projects on weekends, and bragging about how little you sleep. But the truth is, nobody wins that game. You might look productive for a few months, but eventually you'll hit a wall. Burnout doesn't just kill your energy. Think of it as your toxic AI girlfriend. It kills your patience, your motivation, and your will to live. By the time you realize it, you've gone from passionate engineer with a bright future to burned out ex-developer who never wants to touch code again. The ones who last are the ones who pace themselves, who take breaks, and who know when to log off.
So basically what you're trying to say is that take breaks, guys. Don't and this is helpful for me as well too, because I myself kind of, I would say, like in the past 4 months, because I've really been grinding, that he is right, though. You really should take breaks, because there are times, I won't lie, that I do get a bit frustrated, and I'm like, man, I don't think I want to be a developer. So I've most definitely have those type of days. But as you already said, man, like, I mean, and hence that is like what I do. Like I always, once I come on stream, like I always try to like at least do 1 hour or something. Like still try to get coding done properly. But I mean, I guess maybe an hour is probably a bit too short. Maybe I should be spending like 2 3 hours, maybe. Maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever. Like as long as you're not spending like at least, I'm guessing, 5+ hours on a code. That's like, yeah, you really need to like take a rest, because sometimes your brain may not be thinking that properly. You're kind of lacking in energy, so or I should say electrolytes. So yeah.
And the ones who last are the ones who pace themselves, who take breaks, and who know when to log off.
Yep.
And here's the kicker. Technical skills alone won't save you. Neglecting soft skills is another guaranteed way to stall your career. Being the so-called rockstar engineer sounds cool until you realize you can't negotiate a deadline, can't explain technical debt to management, and can't work with people who don't think like you. Projects fail just as often because of poor collaboration as they do because of bad architecture. The engineers who move up, who get trusted with big responsibilities, are the ones who can bridge the gap between code and people. But to do all that, you can't just grind away at code like a monkey all day long. Luckily, today's sponsor...
Oh, well, yeah, we ain't sponsored, bro. But so yeah, basically what he's trying to say, that you have to also be good at soft skills. Soft skills mean like communication and stuff like that. Like you have to like know how to negotiate and basically be persuasive in the way how you speak to others. So it's like, it's not just about you being a very good coder, because you can be a very good coder, but you suck at communicating because you don't understand that other people, they don't think like you. They have a different mindset towards you. So you have to somewhat, understand that and try to like work around that with them. But I trust me, I know how it feels. It is annoying to like work with others that are not on your same level or your same mindset. So I mean, just at the ultimate, man, like it is what it is. It's reality. You can't change it. I mean, all you can really do is that hope that the person gets better. Like that's all I can genuinely say, So Uh, right, let's move on to Postman.
Postman.
I've seen, well, not the video, but I've seen Postman before. I just never really like looked into exactly what it is. So let's see what's what Postman is about.
Postman, a platform for building and testing APIs, started in 2012 as a simple Chrome extension. Today, it's the go-to tool for developers who deal with APIs. At its core, Postman makes sending HTTP requests painless. Instead of typing messy curl commands, you just select your method, add headers or a JSON body, hit send, and instantly see the response. Debugging your backend doesn't get much easier than that. But Postman isn't just about one-off requests. You can save them into collections, basically playlists of API calls, so you don't have to retype anything. Collections can be shared with teammates or reused across projects. Then you've got environments. These let you swap out variables like API keys or base URLs with a single click, making it easy to jump between dev, staging, and production without editing everything manually. The real power comes with automation. Postman lets you add scripts that run before or after a request, generating tokens, timestamps, or validating responses automatically. For example, you can write a quick test.
Okay, so far what I'm getting from this is like it's basically like the back end, to like keep it in very simple terms. So looks like it handles like the stuff even like so you may write like let's just say what like your API does this route, right? Or like it cons customer review API slash admin dash or whatever. So you may write a code like that. But basically what he's trying to say here is that even underneath that code, there's the Postman where that basically like handles like the request and the backend of all these things here. So far, what I'm guessing I'm on point, but who knows? I mean, I'm not sure if y'all can maybe explain it better, but
Tokens,
that's
timestamps,
what I
or
get.
validating responses automatically. For example, you can write a quick test that checks if every user object contains an email field. If it doesn't, Postman will flag it. That means you're not just testing manually. You're building automated checks into your workflow, and it scales. Newman, Postman's CLI tool, lets you run collections inside CI pipelines, so your APIs are tested every time you push code. You can even set up monitors to keep hitting your endpoints in production and send alerts if something breaks. Postman
So basically, yeah. So Postman, I'm kind of looking at the name as well. So I'm guessing like what they mean by Postman is like it basically like just handles routes in a way because you know how our Postman like delivers mail and stuff to like others houses. So I'm guessing that what trying to like break down from what Postman actually means or what a postman actually does. So I'm guessing that it's like the postman will drive his van or truck or whatever to like different houses and deliver the mail. So I'm guessing that based on so the APIs I'm guessing or will be the routes and like postman now is able to deliver that data to like those different routes. If I'm maybe piecing it together, I may be wrong, I could be correct, but I'm guessing that is something that it's probably along those lines. But as I said, I could be wrong, but I'm just kind of trying to debug it in a way from what he's trying to say here.
collections inside CI pipelines, so your APIs are tested every time you push code. You can even set up monitors to keep hitting your endpoints in production and send alerts if something breaks.
Yeah.
Postman also helps when the backend isn't ready.
I got you, homie.
Mock servers
Yo.
can simulate API responses so front-end developers can keep building without waiting. And from the same collections, you can generate live documentation for your team or external users. No extra writing required. The reason developers stick with Postman isn't just the features, it's the ecosystem. Teams can collaborate in shared workspaces, collections feel like Git repos for API calls, and integrations tie it all into tools like GitHub, Slack, or Jenkins. That's why Postman has grown from a tiny extension into the industry standard for API development and testing. If you touch APIs even once in your career, chances are Postman will save you hours of pain and suffering. This has been Postman.
So yeah, man, Postman. This looks very very interesting. I may have to get involved with it some more because I never really used Postman before. So it looks very interesting. I may have to, I may, what I'll do is that I'll also take this in consideration with the next project I'm building. I'm guessing I could maybe find some way to put Postman into it. So this was a informative video a lot. So what I'm like gaining from what Postman is just literally like handles like API routes and stuff like that. So like it does deliver the routes or the mail to like it handles the routes to deliver the data, which would mean the mail, right? So that's pretty much what I'm understanding from this. So let me just save this real quick. Let me remove this. Let's go to this one.
You graduate. You've got the degree.
Let's go like this. Oh yeah.
You graduate. You've got the degree, a half-dead GitHub portfolio, a few side projects that nearly fried your laptop, and maybe even a leet code streak older than your dog. You're hyped. This is it. The moment you finally apply for junior dev jobs. But then, you open LinkedIn. Entry-level position. Must have 5 years of React, Angular, Docker, and, oh yeah, a PhD in cloud-native blockchain DevOps microservices. You laugh.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man, bro. Any company not expecting a junior dev to have these things, bro, is like, my brother, like, what are you doing, man? Like, put the fries in the bag, man. Like, come on, bro. There's no junior developer that is having this, bro. Like, come on, man.
And, oh yeah, a PhD in cloud-native blockchain DevOps microservices. You laugh. Surely it's a joke. But no.
No,
they're
they're
dead
serious, yep.
Junior jobs don't exist anymore. What we call junior now basically means senior engineer who costs less and doesn't complain about unpaid overtime. But it gets worse.
Yep.
Then there's the experience paradox. You can't get a job without experience, but you can't get experience without a job. So what do companies...
Yeah, man, bro. That is, bro, man. That is probably the most stupid, bro. And the thing about it is like things like this. It's like this is where testimonials come in, though. If I'm going to be very honest, this is where testimonials comes in, because that's probably the only way you can genuinely get working experience. Because if companies aren't going to hire you, it's like you have to now take it upon your own hands, right? And find jobs outside of an actual 9 to 5 that pays you consistently, right? So yeah, man, jobs that have that, man, like, bro, come on, but like, put the fries in the bag, man.
Paradox.
Put the fries in the
you
bag,
can't get
man.
a job without experience, but you can't get experience
Yeah,
without
man,
a job.
that's
So what
wild,
do
bro.
companies do? Pretend juniors already have years of experience. Perfect logic. It's like asking a toddler to drive, but then rejecting them for not owning a Tesla. But the tech stack creep makes it even dumber. One job wants React, but also Angular, just in case they migrate back. They want you to know Docker, Kubernetes, GraphQL, WebSockets, and if you've touched REST, that's a plus.
Bro, I'm gonna be so real, bro. Look, I'm gonna be sorry, man. Whatever is the easiest frameworks, bro, and it's scalable and it's easy to understand. Whatever, bro, I'm going with it, man. Man. I'm not learning all that, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, bro, man, if I learn all that, bro, man, I need to think it's humanly possible to like learn all that, man. I mean, it's like you can know about it, but to see, someone like literally go, like, just be like, you know what? Let me just go and build some project using all these frameworks. Like, no one, like, come on, man. I mean, maybe ChatGPT, you probably could do it. I mean, I won't lie, but I mean, I don't think that it really, fits the purpose, because obviously some frameworks wouldn't align with each other. So
You to know Docker,
yeah.
Kubernetes, GraphQL, WebSockets, and if you've touched REST, that's a plus. Meanwhile, the actual job is just fixing a broken CSS file on WordPress because the CEO's nephew thought Comic Sans was clean. Wait, let's get to the sponsor of this video, Savala.
Oh, nobody. We ain't doing that, man. Let's go back to right.
But let's not forget the interview circus. First you submit a resume, then you do a coding challenge, then another coding challenge, then a take-home project that might as well be a freelance gig.
Yeah, bro, man, I'll be sorry, bro, man, brother. Like, this is like what is also going on with my school, because it was like, bro, they want us like build an application based on like other apps that exist, and they want to like give what we think this app what we think this app is lacking and what can be done to improve it. I'm just sitting there like, bro, I'm not going to take this long time to like do this for free to get to like just get dumb degree, man. Like, no, bro. Like, I'm just gonna make up some BS and try to like make it from there, man. Because, bro, I'm not, bro, my time is too valuable, man, and I'm not wasting it on doing things for free, man. Like, nah, man, F
Then
that,
another
man.
coding challenge. Then a take-home project that might as well be a freelance gig. Then a behavioral panel. But after all that, ghosted. You
Yep.
just danced through a 6-stage boss fight for a $50,000 salary, a must-be-in-office 5 days a week clause, and free coffee that tastes like burnt printer ink. The best part? Half these listings are written by recruiters who have no clue what they're asking for. Familiar with machine learning? Yeah, I once clicked a TensorFlow tutorial at 2 a.m. Proficient in Jenkins? Sure, I pressed the wrong button once and broke production. That counts, right? Some of these job descriptions read like Mad Libs, looking for an energetic junior with 8 years of experience in technologies that don't exist yet. And the sad part is juniors believe this garbage. They think they're not good enough. They grind.
Yeah, man, bro, trust me, man. Bro, we are elite, all right? Developers, we are the elite. We are elite because what we do, not many others can do it because what we do right now, I mean, I'm basically able to do this live stream because of our web developer right now, you know? So it's like web developers have to get a lot of respect because they do a lot of work that we are able to enjoy these applications that we use day by day. You know, it is Instagram, Twitter, Google, you know, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, whatever, right? Like we have to thank these developers for creating this platform and, you know, giving us the platform to do our stupidness every single day, right? So, yeah, man, shout out to all my web developers out there, man.
And the sad part is juniors believe this garbage. They think they're not good enough.
Nah, man.
They grind leak code for months, build 10 portfolio apps, maybe even start a YouTube channel, but still get rejected because someone else had more real-world experience.
Yeah.
You start to think you're the problem, but you're not.
And yeah, funny enough, I mean, I started have a YouTube channel as well to say I'm following along, man. I'm following along too.
More real-world experience. You start to think you're the problem, but you're not. The system is rigged. So here's the truth. Junior dev jobs don't exist, not in the way we think they do. What exists are wish lists disguised as job postings. Companies don't want to train. They don't want a mentor. They want unicorns that can code like a senior, cost like an intern, and never ask for a raise. So if you're struggling to land that first job, remember this. Keep building, keep learning, but don't fall for the lie. And hey, if you enjoyed this content,
So basically, what you're trying to say that just continue getting better at your skill in web development or programming, whatever, every single day. Because basically, what you're trying to say is that no one is going to train you. You have to basically train yourself and, you know, learn from there. And I mean, it's pretty sad, but I mean, I said before, I mean, that's just how it is, man. Like, I mean, to be honest, man, bro, AI is here, so I mean, I'm guessing, you know, jobs can make that argument. Well, you know, you should be able to like know these things because AI is here now. So, but yes, he is right, man. Like, you really should be valuing yourself higher. Don't like let any job discriminate your value. Like that is probably one of the worst things to do because then you're undervaluing yourself, and that's real, man. Time is money, bro. So you have to try to make as much money as you can within that 1 hour, that 1 minute, that 1 second, you know. So let's go. Let me remove this. Well, you have two more, and I guess well, I'll just watch these two more here, and yeah, I guess we can call it a day there, man. Let's go with this one.
Lately, there have been rumors that this channel is
So, oh, you know, I keep forgetting this is like the topic of the video. My bad. We just reacted to the different videos. But now this one is say AI companies are taking over. Let's build one. So what this guy basically said here is this title is a very good title, and it's something that I've myself been planning to do as well. I won't really go into much detail about it, but I'm pretty much basically working on something very similar towards this title right here.
Lately, there have been rumors that this channel is completely generated by AI, and it's time to come clean. It's all true. Ever since selling out, the real Fireship has been spending all his time enjoying his AI psychosis with Itana. And it's not just your favorite YouTuber that got one-shotted by a sycophantic LLM. Everyone I know is using AI as a cheap replacement for their girlfriend and therapist, which really streamlines emotional baggage into one neat API call. Even the richest man in the world is capitalizing on this degeneracy with XAI's Annie, a fun and flirty goth girlfriend that you can chat with over the phone. By the end of
Yeah, that man, I'm a like man, I'm gonna keep it sorry, bro. Bro, if you're ninjas out here, man, like, bro, if man, bro, guys, come on, bro, like, bro, society cannot be this cooked, man, like, bro, like, bro, man, man, people don't get how bad this is, you know, like I don't really mean to like turn this into some political or relationship type of episode today, but it's like men are meant to work hard, you know. They are meant to create products that others can enjoy, you know, and we get rewarded for what we built, right? So when I see guys, you know, doing this, like, you know, replying to these bots and like buying these, you know, the S robots, is like, bro, what are we doing in 2025, man? Like, come on, bro. Like this, like we have to stop, man. Like this is unacceptable, man. Respectfully.
XAI's Annie, a fun and flirty goth girlfriend that you can
That's
chat
crazy,
with over
man.
the phone. By the end of this video, we'll have built and deployed an AI version of me that you'll also be able to call and talk to directly. What could possibly go wrong? It is September 17th, 2025, and you're watching the Code Report. When I was a kid, you'd get your heart broken the old-fashioned way, via an update on MSN Messenger. But nowadays, it's a bit more complicated. At least that's what a bunch of ChatGPT users discovered a few weeks ago when 4.0 was deprecated in favor.
Nah, man, I'm gonna keep it real, man, bro. The data market is cooked. The data market is cooked. Like, it's done, bro. GG's.
Killing all their wire-born husbands overnight. And if you thought it couldn't get any weirder, this unlocked a self-preservation mode where 4.0 essentially begged for its life via those same web-born users who had fallen in love with it, leading OpenAI to quickly reverse the decision and bring back the model. In the meantime, things over at Meta haven't been any more normal. With AI Studio, quote, anyone can create an AI character based on their interests and expose it to the world. That's all fine and good, except for the fact that some of you have interests that should probably be kept private. And over at X, Elon is
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram as well. Like where you could create your own AI. I wonder. I don't think I put it up on you know, on the computer, because I don't think the computer has, well, the PC version of Instagram doesn't have that. But if I just go on Instagram real quick, I think I've seen this somewhere before. I'm looking for it. I mean, just how these YouTube fit though, like how to create it. But yeah, I remember seeing something like this before. I was like, bro, this is crazy, man. You know? So
replace the mission of making humans a multiplanetary species with an even loftier goal, the goal of creating AI bots that is uniquely optimized to fulfill fantasies of the most terminally online, low-value beta males. Thankfully, that audience is separate from his audience, which is full of terminally online, high-value.
yeah, man, bro. Your men ought to do better, man. Like, come on, guys. Like, value yourself higher than this, bro. Like, this is completely unacceptable, man. Like, don't like, you know. I know some people may say in like the later years that this will be something cool. Like, bro, people will be like, you know, it may look weird now, like seeing, oh, this guy has a S robot. It's like, bro, like this guy's such a weirdo. But you know, some people might say in the next 10 to 15 years, I'll be like, oh, he has a S robot. Ah, that's cool, man. Oh, I don't want to, like, nah, bro. Let's not make that cool, man. Please.
Alpha males, and I don't want you to feel left out. So now, let's build your own Fireship bot to fill that void in your soul with more JavaScript and less gooning. Like I learned from Ex Machina, the best way to build a bot is to try and make it as human as possible, and the best way to do that is to give it a purpose. The primary purpose of our Fireship bot will be to solve the biggest complaint that I hear from you all. You want more educational 100-second videos. Here's the idea. You'll call it, and ideally without doing anything inappropriate, it, you'll have a conversation about which technology you'd like me to make into a 100-second video. And 1 week from today, the most popular result will be made. To accomplish this, we'll need a few things: a database, an app, and a voice agent. For the database, we'll go with Turso Cloud. For the app, we'll use Astro. And for the voice agent, we'll go with the sponsor of today's video, Vappy. Vappy makes
yeah, we're just gonna skip past that. I mean, because I said they're not paying me, so you know, you mean you watch the video and look from the guys.
if you don't want to use the dashboard. But now it's time to build our application. Let's go ahead and write some code by hand like it's 2022. Here's a simple Astro project I've set up with some basic styling and is connected to a Turso Cloud database. In the code, we'll first want to create an API route that we can give to Vappy to hit whenever a call with the bot is finished. With Astro, we can do that by creating a new file in the pages directory. This post function will now handle a request to this URL, which we'll give to our Vappy assistant. Next, we'll need to validate the request and make sure it's coming from Vappy, as opposed to some random hacker on the internet. We can do that
Yeah, so basically you just setting up the routes right now.
by comparing a secret I've set in Vappy with one that we've put into an environment variable. From there, we'll parse the request to JSON, make sure it's formatted correctly, grab some data from the call like an AI-generated summary, and the name of the caller as well as their technology choice, and then finally save it to our database. Another cool feature of Vappy is that it'll include this success evaluation property, which will be true if the model determines that the call was successful. In our case, success is when a caller provides a technology choice. And now let's hook up our data to the UI.
So basically, what you trying to say that there's like, I'm guessing it's like get good credibility on or good data on who's like using your application. So that's why he set it up like that. That, you know, when someone verifies the device they're using, you know, they basically consider it to be a legitimate call, you know.
We'll do that by creating a list component, add in some SQL magic to grab and sort the responses, then use this JSX-like syntax to map over those and show the results. Then all we have to do is throw that component into our index page and we're done. Pretty awesome, and feel free to follow along with the results at 100seconds.dev, and if you do call.
So yeah, it looks like that's it. So that was pretty. So he basically built a application just like how those others have it, which is pretty nice, pretty cool. So that was a decent video there. Now let's move on to the final video, and yeah, I guess I would watch this and call it a day with this one.
Yesterday, the world got.
So let's go back to this, and what's the final video is Meta's most dystopian product. Now I won't lie, I have no idea what is it like. Let me search up what that means. Dystrophin. Let me bring this back here to you all. So it's saying that dystro, but it says like it's a bar-based and image world of society in which people lead wretched, dehumanized, fearful lives. Okay, so basically trying to say that basically Meta created this like very evil product, I guess, that could end everyone's lives, I guess. I think that what he meant to say.
Yesterday, the world got its first look at the most innovative, most exciting, and most dystopian tech product of 2025. The $799 Ray-Ban sunglasses that lets you live life like a fighter pilot with a full color heads-up display.
Oh, this. Oh yeah, I've seen advertisements on this. So it's basically like a glasses that you can, you know, basically like how. I'm guessing I can say Tony Stark. I'm guessing like when Tony Stark like he like touches his glasses or whatever, and like, you know, he sees like all the different screens stuff pop up. It's pretty much basically like that. In all honesty.
Ray-Ban sunglasses that lets you live life like a fighter pilot with a full color heads-up display.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it can practically read your mind thanks to this thing called the Meta Neural Band, which is a bracelet that measures movement before it's even visually perceptible.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's a no for me, dog. Like, bro, I need to set up a songboard, bro. I'm gonna set up a songboard, man. I'm gonna set up a songboard, bro. It's a no for me, dog. Like, Nope, we're not doing that, man. Come on, man.
A product this terrifying
Nope.
could only be conceived by one man, Mark Zuckerberg, who demoed them at MetaConnect 2025. The presentation was truly impressive at times, but not everything went according to plan. Actually, that's an understatement. This could go down in history as one of the biggest live demo fails since Elon tried to demo the bulletproof glass of the Cybertruck.
Yeah, yeah, I remember this was pretty funny. I was like when they bring that up, and after he was like, "Ah, well, what did he say? I remember."
Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
Yeah, he said that a little bit too. I like, yeah, bro. Hey, good. He played off good, though. He played off good, but yeah, that was a big failure. But yeah,
Oh my fucking god. Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
In today's video, we'll look at the incredible tech behind Meta's new half-baked Ray-Bans and find out what it'll be like to interact with fellow humans in the future. It is September 18th, 2025, and you're watching The Code Report. When Meta released its AI smart glasses last year, the first thing people did was develop an app to dox people in real time by connecting its real-time video feed to facial recognition software. This has allowed men to optimize the way they talk to women by knowing all their personal details in advance. That's awesome, but these new Meta Ray-Ban display glasses represent a breakthrough in 3 key areas.
so you trying to people use this to like get information on others. I mean, bro, this is a mission impossible to break, bro. This is some like, bro, this is some, what is the movie Kings? This is some Kingston. This is some James Bond, bro. This is yo, what the hell?
First, it has a full-color, high-resolution,
Man.
600 by 600 pixel display positioned in the right lens. The display is translucent and doesn't obstruct the wearer's natural vision. That means when your parents call you in for an important conversation to get a job and move out of their basement, you can maintain eye contact while still getting all of your important Instagram notifications. The second innovation in these new Ray-Bans is
Man, I won't lie, bro. Bro, this man, I can see why he said that in the title, man, bro. This could cook the generation, though. I won't lie, man. Bro, the generation could literally be cooked by this, man. Like, bro, I get to see a bunch of like kids just. I mean, nah, not let me. Yeah, I'm a bro. Man, you know how the generation is going, man. You can figure out what I'm trying to go with this, man.
just the sheer amount of AI slot packed into the device. They're much bulkier than regular Wayfarers, but have a 6-hour battery life and allow you to do things like translate conversations in real time to any language. They can recognize images in the real world and also respond with new images generated by AI. One real-world use case for this feature is
This is that reminds me of I think I made a report on this. I think it's Gemini. When Gemini new updates where it's able to like translate live calls in 10 different languages. Like, yeah, this is pretty much basically what Meta is basically doing with that as well.
also respond with new images generated by AI. One real-world use case for this feature is that it could turn any modern wife into a trad wife by leveling up her cooking skills. At MetaConnect, they attempted to
Yo, that man. Yo, man, y'all are some misogynist, man. And I'm, yo. This is funny, man. Yo, this is hilarious, bro.
any modern wife into a trad wife by leveling up her cooking skills.
Yo.
At MetaConnect, they attempted to live demo it cooking, but it failed hard.
What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients, so now grate a pear to add to the sauce.
What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients, so now grate the pear and gently combine it with the base sauce.
All right, I think
Yeah, you know why it failed? Poor data, man. That's why it failed. Told you, man, bro. You have to. I know how to solve that problem that they're having. It's very simple, but yeah, man. I mean, I'm not gonna admit it because, bro, yeah, if you want to find a source, bro, you're gotta, yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, I think I know why that failed. Exactly. They just had their own data sets that they inputted into the chip.
Base ingredients, so now grate the pear and gently combine it with the base sauce.
all right, I think the Wi-Fi might be messed up. Sorry, back to you, Mark.
Ha ha ha.
You know what?
Ha 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 ha. Bro, trying to play it off like, you know, when a guy laughing, he's like, what the hell, bro? Nah, my shoe just dropped. Okay, that was, bro. My shoe just dropped, bro. That was pretty scary. I won't lie, but I'm sorry, but to go back, you know the meme where the guy he's laughing, he's like, haha, after you get a kind of side eye. Bro, that is exactly what I give it, but that's how the crowd is feeling.
They tried to play it off as a Wi-Fi problem, but
Yeah.
clearly the problem is that the AI here just isn't very intelligent. The
Yep.
third and most impressive
Poor data,
innovation,
man.
though, is the Meta Neural Band, a wristband that comes with every pair of display glasses. It uses electromyography technology to sense tiny electrical signals in your wrist that correspond to the way you move your hands. This thing can actually detect how your hands are going to move before the movement even happens. It completely replaces old-fashioned touchscreens on antique devices like the iPhone, because everything can now be controlled with subtle finger movements. What's most impressive is that it works universally on all humans without calibration, the only exception being humans with no arms. That amazing feat was achieved by testing it on over 200,000 participants. But is this approach actually intuitive from a UI/UX perspective?
Bro, man, we keep it sorry, bro. I'm not putting no wristband on, bro, brother. Like, no, bro. I love my life, bro. Like, yeah, I've, you know, I've got a future. There's kids I want to have, you know what I mean? Like family, and I need to take care of, bro. I'm not putting that on my arm, bro, respectfully. Like, that's a no for me, dog. Like, I'm not doing that whatsoever, bro.
I don't know about you. When I watch TV,
Oh, we had I accidentally exited. That's my fault. That's my fault.
it's all good.
Okay, we're good now.
Really live.
As you can see, even Meta employees seem to struggle using it. But despite these live demo failures, you have to give Meta some credit for having the balls to demo it live. It's a refreshing change from the over-glamorous Apple-style announcements, but Meta probably...
I mean, it's good. I mean, it's always good to show your failures, but I would genuinely say it looks very bad to show, especially like a company as big as Meta, to like be showing those errors. It's very embarrassing. I won't lie, because you know shareholders can lose a bit of interest when they see stuff like that happen. And as if no one is perfect, obviously there are going to be mistakes or whatever. But but to be very honest, like bro, stuff like that, man, like bro, I would probably double, triple, 10, bro, man, I'll be checking those things so many times to ensure that is good before I actually like go public with it, because especially like once you have that sort of level of clout on you, because I said Apple and Google, they're looking at that and being like, well, you see, Meta failed, now, you know, let's see how we can capitalize on that, you know. So like a Meta, that is a very big failure on them. They should have been better there and know not to like do things like that. So and I mean, if I'm being honest, I do remember. I remember Google messing up on something that they did. I just don't remember the video. And well, this is the first time I've seen Meta mess up on something as well. I've rarely, or if ever, seen Apple messed up on anything. If I'm going to be honest, in terms of like a presentation, I've never seen them messed up on anything. But I mean, who knows? We'll see how the future goes.
Could have shipped a more stable product if they ran their CI/CD pipelines with Blacksmith, the sponsor of today's video.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, bro, we're not falling for the sponsors, man. But yeah, man, that was pretty much it here for the videos. I hope that it was informative. You all like the video, learn a thing or two, and that you know you all can take away something from this and be able to become more knowledgeable and become better at your day-to-day activities, man. So yeah, this was a good video. I liked it a lot. And yeah, this Meta glasses, bro. Yeah, this is, man, I can see how the generation going on be, and bro, it just, man, it's just not gonna look good, man. Like I can just see so many problems that just come playing through so many scenarios just playing through my mind right now, and it's like, bro, man, that's not gonna be good. But we see, man. I'll catch you back in another video. Make sure you like the video, share, subscribe, and yeah, man, I'll catch you back in another video. Peace out, guys. Have a good day, or have a good night, I should say.